Welcome back to my channel. I am back with another weekly forecast video. I'm going to be sharing the A+ setups that I'm looking at for the week ahead. So starting off with US Swissy, I was looking at this last week too, but I didn't get an opportunity to get into this trade. It missed me by 6 pips, which is fine. So if we look at the weekly time frame, we've got a liquidity sweep over here. Price came down, breaking structure, and then we've gone back up, failing to break the previous high. Now we are possibly going to come down and put in a new low. So I'm looking for shorts. Looking at the daily time frame, what have we got? We've got a break of structure to the downside. We've got an imbalance right over here. 4-hour time frame, we are trending bearish. Bear with me a second. So we are trending bearish here. Lower low, lower high, lower low. As you can see, this level over here, my entry, it's lined up very nicely with the imbalance here and also imbalance on the daily time frame. And yeah, it's an A+ setup to me. The next pair I'm looking at is Euro GBP, exactly the same analysis as last week. You can go and watch the previous video if you haven't. I'm just waiting for this pair to take out the equal highs over here to then get triggered into this trade. Euro JPY, looking at it on the weekly time frame. I was looking at this pair last week as well, but the only reason why I didn't have it on my list to trade was because we had an imbalance over here. And the previous week we rejected off that imbalance. Now I was personally waiting for the imbalance to break, which we've broken quite impulsively now. So I am interested in looking for shorts on this pair. Daily time frame, we've got an imbalance right over here, this green highlighted area. 4-hour time frame, what have we got? Trending bearish now. So we've got this imbalance that was filled right over here, sweeping the previous candles. A huge push to the downside. Now I'm expecting this to come up correctively into my area of interest to then go short. Next one, I've got GBP Swissy, same as last week. I just didn't have the opportunity to get into the trade. There was no trade, in fact. As I explained on the weekly time frame, there wasn't much to talk about actually on the weekly time frame. It was just that we took out all of this liquidity, quite a lot of highs that we took out. So chances were that we could be coming down for a retracement. But it's a lot more clear on the daily time frame, because what happened is we had a break of structure to the downside. Price came down super impulsive. We then went all the way up. We failed to put in a new high, and we then obviously came down. We had an imbalance over here, and I was expecting price to come back up, taking out liquidity. I did mention I'm not interested in shorts until we take some sort of liquidity and break structure. Now we've taken liquidity and we've also broken structure, so now I'm interested in taking shorts. Looking at the daily time frame, we've got an imbalance over here. 4-hour time frame, yep. So the daily imbalance is this area here. We took out liquidity there. There's the high and there's the low. Wanting price to come back up correctively to then take shorts. Next one I'm looking at is gold. On the weekly time frame, sorry about that, we've got an imbalance here. I'm expecting price to come into the imbalance. Daily time frame, we had an imbalance right over here. On Wednesday, price came into the imbalance, sweeping previous candles, and then we've come back down, and we've also created another imbalance right over here. 4-hour time frame, we took out liquidity. We've taken out liquidity. We've now got a high and we've also got a low, and where I'm predicting price to come back to is the weekly imbalance. So it only makes sense for me to take shorts on this. Wanting price to come into my area of interest to then take shorts into the weekly imbalance. Now this daily imbalance over here, what could potentially happen is price could come all the way up and then we could leave a massive wick on the daily time frame like we did over here. And that's what I'm predicting. So yeah, these are all the A plus setups that I'm watching for the week ahead. Last week was pretty quiet, so I'm hoping for a good week ahead. If you have any questions or anything, just drop me a message on my Instagram. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next week with another one. Thank you. Bye bye.